Go.
Hi guys, for my informational interview I chose the Director of Admissions, my boss, Shannon. I've gotten to know Shannon on a very personal basis this past summer. I'm working there all summer, and also I'm the fall intern, so I work with her directly on a day-to-day basis. So my first question to her was, at what point did you know that you wanted to be at Cabrini, you belonged at Cabrini? And her answer to that was that she knew that she belonged at Cabrini the first time she stepped foot on campus. And likewise with me, I knew that the first time I was at campus for my accepted students day before I decided to enroll at Cabrini. And I had the same experience as her when I knew the moment I stepped foot on this campus that I wanted to be here and be a Cabrini Cavalier. So she was actually not even applying for the position yet, and then she was meeting with Dennis Kelly and Dr. Ann Schlater for lunch, and they were leaving Grace Hall to go to lunch, and Dr. Schlater approached some students as they were coming into Grace Hall, and what really shocked Shannon was how personal she knew the students. So they were walking out the door, and they started engaging in a conversation, and basically Shannon was surprised how well she knew the students on a personal basis. Dr. Schlater had performed at a talent show, and they were laughing and joking about it, and at this point, this is when Shannon realized that she wanted to be a part of Cabrini College for her. And for her, she really realized that people of all levels here are really helping students, and all for helping students and being part of this community. So for her, she was like, wow, I think this is the place for me. And when I asked her about what kinds of attributes she looked for when hiring someone for the position as the admissions counselor intern or her grad assistant, she told me there really is a certain attitude that she's looking for. She trains for skill, she hires for attitude. So when she has to pick between 300 potential candidates, she really has her work cut out for her. So when I asked her about the top recruiting strategies right now in her eyes for Cabrini students, how she's going to get people to enroll at Cabrini, she told me that she really needs to maximize the benefits of having entire campus events and inviting prospective students not only to admissions events, but to highlight big days at Cabrini. We really need to sell ourselves, to sell Cabrini as a brand. We learned about brand in our class, so we are brand Cabrini, what we're all about. So we need to be humble. We can't be too humble. We need to highlight our accomplishments. We can't brag. We need to be strategic about what we're doing. Highlight things without being obnoxious about it. And this was very interesting for me because this is the type of stuff I learned about in my presentation comp class. So I asked her about the upcoming class of 2018. The fall is a really big recruiting time for us in the admissions office. So I asked her about what we can do to get retention back where it needs to be, because our fall class this past year, class of 2017, wasn't where it needed to be retention-wise. So she told me that for our goals, and they're going to continue to grow and get bigger, but we live in an area in the main line of Pennsylvania where we have 20 schools, we have 10 schools, on a 10-mile radius that all are very similar, and we compete with each other. So what we need to do is separate ourselves somehow. So it starts with the student ambassadors. We need to maximize our campus visits to their fullest potential. So we have these 10 other schools in 20 miles, and what makes us different? What on tour can we do as student ambassadors to differentiate ourselves? So we need to make this visit the best visit anyone's ever had on our campus. That starts with the student ambassadors and ends with student ambassadors. We need to follow up more all the way through the whole admissions process. So I also asked her, over the course of the next 5 years, what she wants us both in and outside of the office, what she wants us to see, what she wants to improve on. And she told me that we need to make the class every single year. We need to get to a place of stability. We can't have turnover. We want to be a place where staff feels that they can feel valued. Staff needs to be in some position where they can have a feeling of where they can be promoted. They can move up the ladder, the chain, if you will. So Cabrini as a whole, we need to have a more powerful presence in the area. We need to have our brand enlarged, if you will. And we need to build our brand in the area, branch outside of the 50-mile radius for marketing. Our marketing only targets this area right now. We need to become that national level. So we want to become a college of first choice for faculty, staff, students, and donors at the national level. So in conclusion, we need to have everyone get on board. Everyone get on board. The entire faculty, if you want to believe in our vision of 2020 and do something extraordinary.